Hi guys, welcome back to Keep Learning. Now we are going to see some practical examples of what we have learned earlier, okay, in Python as well as in PowerShell. So if you haven't gone through these tutorials or these sessions, you can subscribe to Keep Learning page on YouTube and then you can go through them. So we are going to see now website scraping. What is website scraping? So website scraping is basically pulling out the content of a web page. It could be a website where you have a dictionary, or it could be stock related data, it could be a real estate website, or it could be multiple e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, or even travel websites, pulling out data of those web pages. So this is basically what web scraping does. So it will go to the website, get the data just as you are getting it, pick up the relevant data and then store it in a file, a database, a page, so on and so forth. So why is web scraping done? Web scraping could be done for aggregation of data. So you have data across multiple websites which are not a subset of each other, or which could be a subset of each other, but there are some elements which are not common, so you want to aggregate that data. So for that you could use basically website scraping, or you want to represent the data in a different format which is more convenient to you or more convenient to your users. So that's one more application of website scraping. Or you want to compare price. So if there are 10 websites showing different prices, for example, the Trivago ad you might have seen, where the guy says it is going to look at 10 different websites, get you the prices and lists it in a single website. So that's something very common application of website scraping. So you go across 10 websites, get the data, then basically aggregate it, compare it and put it across in a different format so that it is easier for user to choose what he wants. So that's basically some of the applications of website scraping. That is why website scraping is used. So how do you scrape a website? Basically, to scrape a website, first you need to know what is the data you need out of a website. Okay, it could be a number, it could be some characters, it could be some words, so on and so forth. What is the exact data you need from a website? Then how it is retrieved in the website. So how does the website retrieve the data? Okay, so once you see a web page, you will see a lot of data in that. So there are two ways. So you can just read the data, scrape it and get it, or you could also do some debugging on how the website is getting the data. Maybe that website retrieves it using an API from another website. So it might be sometimes helpful to directly get it using the API. So how the data is retrieved, that you need to know. Then how is it presented? Basically, how is it presented means what is the structure. So what are the elements that you have? So if you know the basics of HTML, so data can be in a paragraph, in a hyperlink, in a table, okay, so in a div element, in frames, so on and so forth. So how is the data basically being presented to you? So this you get it by seeing the source of any of the web page. Okay, and then what are the unique elements? So a web page might have lot of data and lot of let's say paragraphs, lot of tables, so on and so forth. So but each table might have a unique element, like maybe the class of a table is different, the CSS class, or the ID of this table might be different, so on and so forth. So you need to basically see the source and then get what is the data, or what is the ID, or what is the unique thing about the data you are retrieving. And then you need to know from where to where you want to get the data. So basically, let's say there are some websites, you search for a product on Amazon, whatever could be it, let's say some product, fitness product. So what happens, it could list you multiple pages of results. So you should be able to know how, from which page to which page you will go across and get the data which is required for you. So you could span one in the first page itself, or you could go 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, so on and so forth, and then get the data from the website into your storage wherever you want to store it. So these are the basically the 5 important things that you need to basically note down before you start scraping the data from a website. So we will see what are the tools which we use to scrape a website. So basically widely we use Python. Okay, Python is very widely used for web scraping. Okay, and another powerful tool that I normally use is PowerShell as well, because PowerShell has a lot of inbuilt capabilities, okay, to actually scrape websites. So most of the things that Python does can be done using PowerShell without any additional modules. Just you can invoke PowerShell on your normal simple Windows PC wherever it is available basically. So post XP, I think all versions of Windows you have the PowerShell built in. So and all its internal modules are capable enough to actually send a request to a website, get the data, and then present it to you. So that's another powerful tool. So we are going to see basically these two languages, programming languages or interpreters, and then we are going to see how we can retrieve or scrape a website using these two tools. So I have taken 2 examples here. One will be rhymezone.com, which is basically a kind of a dictionary kind of a website, or which gives you synonyms of words, so on and so forth. We will try to scrape and get data out of it for a given word. And then we are going to look at another website, moneycontrol.com, which is basically a stock market website. So we will try to retrieve the data out of this. Okay, we are going to use both methods. We are going to try with PowerShell and we are going to try with Python. So my next video will show you how to do the scraping on rhymezone.com using PowerShell and then using Python. And don't forget to click on the subscribe link below to subscribe and get the latest sessions on various other topics. Thank you.